There's an El Clasico, or El Clasic, as they say in Barcelona. There's something special. The plot always changes. Who would have thought at the start of this season that we'd be in a position where Real Madrid are looking so far up the table to Barcelona? As the lads come out onto this battle royal game, they have undoubtedly tension built into them. Their stomachs, tummies filled with butterflies the size of seagulls, no matter that you're a 5-time winner of the Ballon d'Or. The nerves will be palpable, unquestionably, and they will raise goosebumps on their arms the size of coconuts. The fans jammed in, Phil. It never ever ceases to give us resplendent football. Some surprises in the lineups for the Royal Whites as they come in sporting another World Championship. Real Madrid, World Champions, European Champions, La Liga Champions, led by a Costa Rican, the brilliant Keylor Navas.
Keylor Navas, will it be his final Clásico? We'll talk more about this as La Liga turns. Varane and Ramos in the back. If there is a surprise, it's in the midfield. Mateo Kovacic gets the start. Isco to the bench. We'll talk about the tactics behind that, and Benzema and Ronaldo up front. Gareth Bale is back and available, but starting this one on the bench for Zinedine Zidane. Meanwhile, Ernesto Valverde still looking for his first Clásico scalp, trying to avoid being the first manager for Barcelona to lose 3 in a row since back in 1940. Jose Sanchez Martinez, the man with the whistle here today. Raul Caballero, Jose Gallego. Well, so nice they named him twice. Gallego Garcia on the line. Gallego Gambin will be the 4th official. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, some saying he might be the best goalkeeper on earth. Dates like today will help determine that. Sergio Roberto at right back. Vermaelen in because he's the only healthy one, but he is a bit of a talisman for Barcelona. We'll tell you why. No real surprise from Valverde as Messi and Suarez up front.
The eyes of the world on Cristiano and, of course, Lionel Messi, Phil, but there's a smorgasbord of world-class players out there for us to enjoy here.
Before we get underway, let's head down pitch side for the third member of our broadcast crew. And Kevin Egan, what do you have for us?
Yeah, thank you very much, Phil and Ray. You've put me on a plane out of Miami and you've landed me here in football heaven. The Tifo saying Blanca Navidad, a white Christmas inside the Santiago Bernabeu. They've won 5 titles, Real Madrid, in 2017. The fans on the street calling this a final, a must-win game for Zinedine Zidane. And the atmosphere is absolutely sensational here on the sideline.
Beautiful look down on this pitch, and we'll talk more about it. It is a hybrid pitch that has been rather well maintained, and this, with 2 weeks rest, is ready for this spectacle in front of us. Barcelona and Real Madrid. We are underway. The 33-time champion Real Madrid in white at home, defending the goal to the left, and the Blaugrana of Barcelona, 24-time champions, and looking to open up a 14-point lead over their arch rivals, moving from right to left. Phil Shane alongside Ray Hudson, Jose Hernandez, Pablo Marinho on our Spanish language side, and we are glad you woke up early. It is 1 o'clock local time. It is 8 p.m. in Beijing, 7 in the morning on the East Coast, and for those of you brave souls out west, well, I hope you got some sleep. 4 a.m. in the morning, but what a way to wake up, Ray.
Well, we will be entertained as we always are. Everybody expecting goals galore in this game. Maybe a little bit more tense than that. Real Madrid, Sergio Ramos, the gladiator at the back, of course, and Cristiano's in.
Looking to try and cut past Piqué.
Nicely.
Back quickly, Roberto into his right foot. Lays it off for Kroos.
Nice.
Carvajal. Bangs it off of Jordi Alba. It will stay in play, but then shields it across the goal line for the corner.
Wonderful build-up by Real Madrid. Cristiano setting the table. Thought that Carvajal could have played that one first time and really put Barcelona on that turnaround defence. But that one touch seemed to let him down, but it leads to a good corner for probably the best set-piece taker in all of world football. Toni Kroos usually delivers Kuanua diamonds.
As you can see, the shadows going into the eyes of Marc-Andre ter Stegen when he's looking downfield. Whipped in from Kroos, headed back post. 2 headers equals a goal, and it's Ronaldo, but they're going to wave it off.
Too eager in the end, but you cannot blame him. It's beautifully flighted in, as I said. Toni Kroos drops in, pint of glass, pint of beer into a shot glass at the other end of the bar. It's a wonderful ball from Kroos, beautifully attacked and won easily by Real Madrid. And Cristiano just a step offside. It looked in lifetime. Well offside in the end, but look at that ball, Phil. That is painted into perfection, and it's beautifully won by Varane. And Cristiano uses the upright as his reference point and bullets home the blue sky, but he's off.
Would have been a brilliant way to start. Credit to Luis Suarez, credit to Thomas Vermaelen stepping up. If they hadn't, Real Madrid would already be in front. A vital game for Real Madrid. Zinedine Zidane coming out this week, Ray, and saying even if they lose, La Liga is not over.
I agree. 5 months to play, Phil. There's 5 months football still to play. So whatever happens today, it's going to be a big win or a big point for either team. But it isn't over. You cannot predict that far down the road. You saw some of the games that Real Madrid have lost. You never would have suspected. For me, Real Madrid always play up or down to their opposition. I think Zidane's men now will have been alerted to that. There'll be very few mistakes from here on in by the Royal Whites. Barca, of course, are unbeaten.
Hurdling over the challenge of Rakitic's Rafa Varane. That draws a round of applause. Marcelo driving in towards the net, lays it out wide for Ronaldo. Bathed in sunlight, Ronaldo to the goal line, parried by Piqué.
They're pushing Marcelo up incredibly high in the early going, and that, of course, is a bright side for Real Madrid.
Look at the AT&T starting lineups here again today, and it is Marcelo on the left, Casemiro anchoring, Ronaldo and Benzema up front, while for Zinedine Zidane's counterpart Ernesto Valverde, few surprises. Blasted from long range, an easy gobble up for Marc-Andre ter Stegen, the 25-year-old German. 14 clean sheets this year and 45 saves. Iniesta.
It's a brilliant start for Real Madrid, showing the home field advantage 4 minutes in. Dani Carvajal taking a big pop at this, but easy pickings for ter Stegen. There's another great look at that peach of a pass from Toni Kroos. Varane wins it, peels away from his defenders like skin on a tangerine, Cristiano, but all for naught.
Marc-Andre ter Stegen has not had many blemishes this season, but he does admit the last time he played here in the second leg of the Super Cup, not happy with his performance in a 2-0 defeat.
Touch from Paulinho here.
Ronaldo out wide. Of course, Barca hasn't lost since then. Looking for an extra gear. Bangs it off of Piqué, but the deflection goes Barca's way.
Iniesta coming out before this game and saying, we have to be the protagonist. First touch from Messi.
Out wide.
But right now, Phil, it's all Real Madrid, and they are really looking very fizzy, sharp, and they are committing plenty of attack.
Modric takes it off the hop, almost to Benzema, but Busquets reaches out to knock it back safely. 5.5 in. It seems like it's just been a blink. Looking into the sun, trying to block the glare, Piqué. Now bathed in whistles as well.
Sergio Ramos must have won the toss, and he's done the right thing, turning the advantage of that bright sun into the defender's eyes, of course. We'll see how much that has an effect this the early part of this game. It'll be gone by the second half, of course, but ter Stegen's men, Phil, 17 clean sheets from 24 matches. Clean sheets, so that's what Barca's got to break down. But they're looking up to the task here. If anything, they look extremely well balanced, confident, coming off again another World Championship, double champions in Liga, double champions in the European Cup, Champions Cup, of course. So a lot. That's a good tackle.
Casemiro reaching in, and despite the protests of his compatriot Paulinho, a clean tackle.
Yeah.
Carvajal didn't go the way he intended and puts it to the near side. Both teams almost refused to put it out into touch. Let's go down to field level, bring in Kevin Egan again. Kevin?
Yeah, worth keeping an eye on those set plays, Phil. We saw that Ronaldo goal that was ruled offside, but the man that was picking up Ronaldo was Paulinho. I thought that was a surprise before the ball was even kicked. Fell asleep completely, leaving Ronaldo unmarked. It'll be interesting to see on the next set play for Real Madrid if it is Paulinho picking up CR7 once more.
8th minute, Valverde looking on. Messi, quick touch wide. Suarez, but he's offside. That's been a problem this year for Suarez, but he seems to have righted the ship.
Well, both teams have had their difficulties.
Khi phái mạnh chiến đấu đổ mồ hôi, da đầu sẽ càng nhờn ngứa và gầu có nguy cơ xuất hiện. Clearman gấp 2 lần sức mạnh đánh bay gầu.
Sensación de la primera vez.
Está para Leo Messi. Leo Messi que encara. Ya recula Sergio Ramos. El desmarque hacia la banda. Atención que desequilibra al Barcelona. Llegada a segunda línea de Jordi Alba. La pelota se pierde a la derecha de Keylor Navas.
Otra jugada que cada vez que aparece Messi.
Looking on. Messi, quick touch wide. Suarez, but he's offside. That's been a...
Yeah. Usually he's impeccable. Busquets positions that sort of situation against Real Madrid. You're dicing with death, and Vermaelen takes one literally for the team.
Smart play for Vermaelen, although he does pay the price. Many Barcelona fans looking at the starting line, but maybe thinking he's the weak spot. But it is worth noting, Barcelona have never lost a game in which Vermaelen has started. 12 wins, 3 draws. The two Germans on opposite ends of this play. Cross into Busquets. Paulinho for him.
Ball.
Drives it to the center. Piqué clears, and there is a whistle. Another foul inside the box, spotted by Sanchez. Back to the Bernabeu on the sidelines, Kevin Egan.
Yeah, gentlemen, there's a growing sense of frustration around the crowd here with Karim Benzema. There was a poll in the Spanish paper AS yesterday, and the fans unanimously really voting that Benzema should be on the bench in favour of Marco Asensio, was who they wanted to see. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo Cristiano Ronaldo earlier on in the game exploiting all the space he can. When Sergio Roberto goes forward, he immediately tells his teammates
có biết bao người em đâu yêu mỗi anh. Tình yêu là thế khó nói nên cho dù anh biết hết về em nhưng anh không thể ngăn tim mình. Chỉ cầu mong em hiểu được để em yêu anh thật lòng.
Volkswagen halftime show with all the highlights and details. Looking to add one here. Benzema! And it kisses off the post for Kareem.
Staggering ball over distance this. Marcelo could pick the lost swing sometimes with his passes, and he does it here in an absolutely audacious, delicious pass fed into the area for Benzema to go out and attack, and he pounces on it like Dracula on a plate of liver.
About 40 yards out from the center of the goal on an angle. Kroos, maybe the best deliverer on the pitch right now. Flicked on by Varane, but Ramos.
Want the space, Messi gives you everything. Time, space, and then this fish up a tree finish. Again, one-eyed cat trying to cover 3 mouse holes. Keylor Navas. Where was his support up front? Where were his game changers up top and in the midfield? There's a couple of them, Phil, in the white shirts that were absolutely anonymous in this second half.
8 saves for Keylor Navas on the day, but it hasn't been enough. Final minute at the Bernabeu as Barcelona looking to win the 4th of the last 5 meetings here. Messi.
Magic.
Cuts through Marcelo. Top of the box. Goal. Trickles under Navas, and it is in for 3. Aleix Vidal from Lionel Messi. A Christmas gift wrapped in the prettiest of bows.